A homeless girl's song wakes a billionaire's daughter from a coma, but the grateful family's rescue comes with contracts, threats, and secrets about the fire that killed her own family. Amara pressed against the hospital's glass wall, rain soaking through her torn cardigan. Inside, machines beeped around a bed where a girl her age lay motionless. She'd followed the ambulance 3 hours ago, drawn by something she couldn't name. Security would chase her soon. They always did. She touched the window. Her breath fogged the glass. Then she sang, low, wordless, the melody her grandmother hummed before the fire took everything. Inside, a nurse's head snapped up. The girl in the bed, Zainab Okoro, daughter of Chief Okoro, whose face covered every billboard in Abuja, twitched, first her finger, then her eyelid. The nurse screamed for doctors. Amara ran before they saw, clutching the red scarf that was all she had left of home. Her stomach cramped with hunger, but her chest felt warm. She'd helped someone. After months of invisible survival on these streets, she'd done something that mattered. She didn't know Chief Okoro's assistant had been filming through the window, uploading the shaky footage with trembling hands. Miracle at Nile Hospital. Mystery Girls. Song wakes coma patient. By morning, the video had 2 million views. Chief Okoro stood in his daughter's room, watching Zainab's eyes flutter open for the first time in 6 months. The doctors crowded around, checking vitals, murmuring about unprecedented neural activity. Find her, he said to his head of security. Sir? The girl in the video. Find her and bring her to me. His wife, Nkiru, touched Zainab's hand, tears streaming. She gave us our daughter back. Then we'll give her whatever she wants, Chief Okoro said. He pulled out his phone, the screen displaying his offshore accounts. Money was easy. Gratitude was easy. Control was what mattered. Outside, Amara huddled in her usual spot under the Gaki Market overpass. 3 other street kids shared the space. Tunde, who'd lost his leg to infection, Little Blessing, barely 8, and Mama Saik, the elder who protected them when she could. You shouldn't have gone to that hospital, Mama Saik said, adjusting her own faded wrapper. Rich people don't forget faces. I couldn't help it. Amara traced patterns in the dirt with a stick, her second recurring prop, always drawing when anxious. The song just came. Songs won't fill your belly. But Tunde held up his battered phone, stolen 3 weeks ago. Amara, you need to see this. The video played. Her face clear despite the rain. Her voice somehow captured through the glass. The comments scrolled. Who is she? Find her. Angel sent by God. This girl must be blessed. They are looking for you, Tunde whispered. Amara's throat closed. Being looked for meant being found. Being found meant questions she couldn't answer. Questions about the fire, about what she'd done, about why she was the only one who survived. A black SUV pulled up to the overpass. Men in suits emerged. There, one pointed. Mama Saik stepped forward, but they moved past her, straight to Amara. Miss, Chief Okoro would like to speak with you. Amara gripped her red scarf, the first of 3 recurring props. I don't want money. It's not about money. The lead security officer crouched to her level, his voice gentle. It's about his daughter. She's asking for you. She woke up saying a name. Amara. Impossible. Zainab didn't know her name. How much? Mama Saik asked, protective. We're not buying her. The officer stood. Chief Okoro wants to thank her properly. One conversation. Then she can leave. Tunde grabbed Amara's wrist. Don't go. Rich people don't give without taking. But Blessing tugged Amara's other hand. Maybe they'll give you food. Amara looked at the stick figures she'd drawn in the dirt. A family of 4, like before, when she still had a home. She stood, brushing off her torn jeans. One conversation, she said. The officer smiled. Of course. As they led her to the SUV, Amara glanced back. Mama Saik's face was grim. her preferred recurring prop, a brass bell she rang to warn of danger, clutched in her wrinkled hand. The bell stayed silent, but Mama Sykes' lips moved. Run, child. Run before they cage you. Amara didn't run. She climbed into the SUV, the leather seats foreign against her skin. Through the tinted window, she watched her overpass family shrink into the distance. The officer made a call. We have her, sir. On the other end, Chief Okoro smiled at his reflection in his office's floor-to-ceiling windows. Abuja glittered below him, a city he owned, piece by piece. Excellent. Prepare the contracts. If a voice healed Zainab once, we'll need to ensure it can do so again. His personal assistant nodded, already typing. What if she refuses to cooperate, sir? Chief Okoro's smile hardened. Then, we'll remind her what happens to homeless children in this city without powerful friends. The SUV turned towards central Abuja, but not toward the hospital. Toward Okoro Tower, where deals were made and debts collected. Amara's phone, Tunde's stolen gift, buzzed with a message from an unknown number. They're not bringing you to thank you. They're bringing you to own you. A friend, the penthouse office stretched wider than her entire overpass. Amara stood on marble that reflected her filthy sneakers, aware of every eye tracking her movement. Chief Okoro sat behind a desk, carved from single piece of mahogany, his wife beside him, Zainab in a wheelchair between them. The girl looked fragile, translucent almost, but her eyes were sharp. Sit. Chief Okoro gestured to the chair facing them. Amara remained standing. You said one conversation, and we'll have it. Nkiru's voice was warm, practiced. But first, let us thank you properly. You gave us our daughter back. I just sang. Just? Zainab's voice rasped from disuse. I was drowning in darkness for 6 months. Then your voice cut through like a rope. I climbed it back to life. The words hit Amara's chest. She gripped her red scarf tighter. Chief Okoro slid a document across the desk. We want to hire you. Hire. As Zainab's personal companion. You'll live here, in our home. Everything provided. Food, clothes, education. In exchange, you sing for her daily during her recovery. Mama Sykes' warning echoed. Rich people don't give without taking. What's the catch? No catch. Nkiru smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. We take care of people who take care of us. Amara scanned the contract. The reading was hard. She'd left school at 10, but certain words jumped out. Exclusive agreement, non-disclosure, 18-month commitment, breach penalties. What happens if I leave before 18 months? Chief Okoro's smile cooled. Then we'd be very disappointed. And disappointment has consequences. Sir, his assistant entered, handing him a folder. Chief Okoro flipped it open, reading. His eyebrows rose. He looked at Amara differently now, not with gratitude but calculation. Amara Oluwaseun, 15 years old, last known address, Kubwa district before the tenement fire last March. He read further, his voice dropping. Sole survivor, 11 people died, including your parents and younger brother. The room tilted. The fire started in your family's room. Investigators' report noted suspicious accelerant patterns, but the case was closed due to lack of evidence. He closed the folder. Tell me, Amara, how did you survive when no one else did? Her throat locked. The smell of smoke filled her nose, phantom but real. Her grandmother's lullaby, her father's shouts, Chidi's small hand slipping from hers as flames swallowed the doorway. I don't remember. Don't or won't. Zainab's hand shot out, gripping her father's wrist. Stop it. I'm simply trying to understand who we're welcoming into our home. You're interrogating her. Zainab's voice strengthened. She saved my life. That's all that matters. Chief Okoro studied his daughter, then nodded slowly. But Amara saw it. The shift. She'd gone from miracle worker to potential liability in seconds. Of course. He pressed a button. summoning staff. Mrs. Adeyemi will show you to your room. You'll start tomorrow. I didn't agree. You will. And Kiru's warmth evaporated. Because you're friends under that overpass. Tunde, with the infected leg that needs real surgery. Little Blessing, who's developing pneumonia. We can help them. Or we can make one phone call and have that entire area cleared for urban development. Amara's hands shook. That's blackmail. That's reality. Chief Okoro leaned back. This is Abuja, child. You're either at the table or on the menu. Zainab's face crumpled. Daddy, please. Sign the contract, Amara. Save your friends. Live in comfort. Or go back to the streets and watch them suffer. He slid a gold pen across the desk. It gleamed. Heavy. A receipt of wealth that could crush or elevate. Amara picked up the pen. It felt wrong in her calloused hand. She thought of Tunda's leg, festering. Of Blessing's cough that rattled her tiny chest. Of Mama Sykes' tired eyes. She signed. Chief Okoro's smile returned. Wonderful. Mrs. Adeyemi, please ensure our guest is properly cleaned and dressed. We're hosting a press conference tomorrow. Abuja's miracle girl joins the Okoro family. The city will love it. Press conference. Amara's voice cracked. You're famous now. We'll use that fame properly. He stood, dismissing her. Your new life begins tonight. Mrs. Adeyemi, a stern woman in her 50s, led Amara through corridors lined with art worth more than entire neighborhoods. Bathroom through there. Clothes in the closet, tailored to your size already. Mrs. Adeyemi's tone was neither kind nor cruel. Dinner at 7. Don't be late. How did you know my size? We know everything about you, dear. Chief Okoro doesn't gamble on unknowns. The door clicked shut. Amara stood in the center of the room, surrounded by luxury that felt like a tomb. She pulled out her phone, texting Tunde. I'm okay. They're going to help you. Get your leg checked. His response was immediate. What did you promise them? She typed and deleted 5 responses before settling on everything. A knock interrupted. Not Mrs. Adeyemi. Zainab, wheelchair maneuvering through the doorway. I'm sorry, the girl said immediately. Amara turned. For what? My parents. They're not usually like this. Zainab wheeled closer. The coma changed them. They were so scared of losing me, they've become paranoid about control. Paranoid enough to blackmail homeless kids. Zainab flinched. I'll talk to them. Make them release your friends from the threat. Why would you help me? Because you helped me. Zainab's hand trembled as she pulled something from her lap. A brass bell, identical to Mama Sykes. This was in my hand when I woke up. I don't remember grabbing it, but somehow it was there. Like someone put it there to guide me back. Amara's skin prickled. Where did you get it? From my grandmother, before she died. She said, bells call, lost souls home. Zainab rang it softly. The sound resonated through the room, pure and clear. Your voice did that for me. Called me home. Footsteps approached. Heavy, multiple. Zainab quickly wheeled toward the door. Don't trust my father completely, but don't write him off either. He's complicated. She paused. And Amara, whatever happened in that fire, I don't care. You're good. I feel it. She left as Chief Okoro's security detail passed, escorting someone else to another room. Amara moved to the window. Below, Abuja sprawled in artificial light, beautiful and brutal. Somewhere out there, Mama Siki rang her bell to warn of danger. Here, surrounded by gold and glass, Amara finally understood. She wasn't being saved. She was being collected. Her phone buzzed again. Unknown number. The fire wasn't your fault, but they'll make you believe it was. Check the brass drawer in your nightstand. See what Chief Okoro really knows. A friend. Inside the drawer. A police photo from the fire scene. A younger brother, Chidi's body. positioned near accelerant canisters, and a handwritten note in official letterhead. Witness testimony suggests older sister, the rest was burned away. The press conference room glittered with journalists, their phones poised like tiny guillotines. Amara sat between Chief Okoro and Zainab, wearing a designer dress that itched against her skin. Makeup covered the hollows under her eyes but couldn't hide the fear. Tell them about this song, Chief Okoro whispered, his smile fixed for cameras. She couldn't breathe. The photo from last night burned in her mind. Chidi's small body, the canisters, the suggestion that she'd somehow been involved. But that was impossible. She'd tried to save him, hadn't she? The memories were smoke, impossible to grasp. Miss Amara, a journalist from Daily Trust called. Can you describe what happened at the hospital? Her mouth opened, no sound. Zainab's hand found hers under the table, squeezing. I'm here. I heard music in my coma. Zainab answered instead, covering smoothly, like someone calling me back. When I woke, Amara was outside the window, singing. What made you go to the hospital? Another journalist pressed Amara. I. She gripped her red scarf, tied around her wrist now per Mrs. Adeyemi's styling. I don't know. It felt necessary. Chief Okoro took over, his voice rich with manufactured emotion. This remarkable young woman gave us back our daughter. Now we're giving her a home, an education, a future. This is what family does. Family. The word tasted like ash. Flash photography exploded. Questions overlapped. Through the chaos, Amara spotted someone in the back. A woman with recording equipment far more sophisticated than the other journalists. Her eyes locked with Amara's, and she mouthed something. Latter. One more thing, Chief Okoro announced, standing. To celebrate Zainab's recovery and honor Amara's gift, we're launching the Okoro Foundation for Youth Development, starting with a benefit concert next month where Amara will perform. He squeezed Amara's shoulder, his grip firm enough to hurt. She's agreed to share her talent with all of Abuja. No, she hadn't. But cameras captured her frozen smile, and the crowd applauded, and the trap tightened another notch. After, in the SUV back to the penthouse, Amara finally spoke. I never agreed to a concert. You signed the contract, Nkiru said coolly. Section 7, subsection B. Promotional appearances as needed. I can't read legal documents well. You took advantage. We took advantage of nothing. Chief Okoro's voice hardened. We're elevating you from poverty to prominence. Show some gratitude. Zainab's face was pale. Daddy, maybe we should. Enough, Zainab. You're still recovering. Don't stress yourself defending someone who needs no defense. But his eyes said different things. She needs to learn her place. The penthouse felt smaller today. Amara escaped to her room, pulling out her phone. 7 missed calls from Tunde. She called back. They came, he said immediately. Doctors, real ones, with equipment. They're saying, I need surgery, but it's already paid for. Blessings seeing a pediatrician tomorrow. Even Mama Psych got new medication for her arthritis. Relief and horror, mixed equally. That's good. What did you sell, Amara? My voice. For how long? 18 months. Silence stretched. Then, that's not all they want, is it? Before she could answer, someone knocked. Mrs. Adeyemi entered, without waiting for permission. The first warning that privacy was illusion here. Your singing instructor is here. Chief Okoro has hired the best vocal coach in West Africa. You start immediately. You need polish. Your raw talent got you here, but refinement keeps you here. Mrs. Adeyemi's expression softened marginally. Or did you think they'd let you perform at a benefit concert for Abuja's elite without preparation? They're investing in you. Don't waste it. The vocal coach was a severe woman named Miss Badmos, who spent 3 hours dismantling Amara's technique, rebuilding it with classical training that felt wrong. The lullabies her grandmother taught her, songs that carried ancestral memory, were deemed too ethnic, not refined enough. You're performing for senators and CEOs, Miss Badmus insisted, not village gatherings. My grandmother's songs healed Zainab, and my methods will make you marketable. The coach packed her materials. Next session tomorrow, 6 a.m. Don't be late. Amara's throat ached from the exercises. She drew in her notebook. Stick figures again, but this time trapped in boxes. Her coping mechanism working overtime. Evening brought dinner with the Okoro family. Chief Okoro carved roasted lamb while discussing business mergers. Nkiru checked her phone obsessively, responding to social media reactions to the press conference. Zainab picked at her food, still regaining strength. The response has been overwhelmingly positive, Chief Okoro announced. Amara's story is resonating. Pure Nigerian girl overcomes tragedy through divine gift. It's perfect. It's not a story, Amara said quietly. It's my life. Your life is a story now. We all play roles. He sipped wine. I'm the benevolent patriarch. Nkiru is the grateful mother. Zainab is the miracle survivor. You're the gifted orphan rising from ashes. The public loves narratives. What if I don't want to be a narrative? His fork paused midair. Then, you've misunderstood your situation entirely. Nkiru intervened, her tone falsely bright. We've hired a tutor as well. You'll be homeschooled here. Full secondary curriculum, plus music theory. Your education was interrupted. We're correcting that. Trapped. Every word, every plan tightened the net. After dinner, Amara found Zainab on the balcony, staring at Abuja's lights. You hate it here, Zainab said without turning. I'm grateful. Don't lie. I'm tired of lies. Zainab's hands gripped her wheelchair arms. Before the coma, I was supposed to study abroad. Oxford. But my father wanted me to stay, learn his business empire. We fought. I said terrible things. Then, she paused. Then, the accident. Supposedly. Supposedly. My car was maintained perfectly, yet the brakes failed on a straight road. And the mechanic who serviced it disappeared the same day? Zainab finally looked at Amara. My father gets what he wants. Always. Even if it means creating situations where people have no choice but to need him. You think he sabotaged your car? I think he plays chess with lives. And you're his newest piece. Before Amara could respond, movements below caught their attention. The journalist from earlier, the one with sophisticated equipment, stood at the building's service entrance, arguing with security. Who is that? Amara asked. Zainab's expression shifted. Ada Nwosu, investigative journalist. She's been trying to interview my family for years, digging into my father's business practices. What has she found? Nothing that sticks. My father's too careful. Zainab's phone buzzed. She glanced at it, then quickly handed it to Amara. This just posted. The article headline, Okoro's Miracle Girl, Charity or Control, the dark side of Abuja's feel-good story, Ada Nwosu's byline, to Sir. Amara skimmed the piece. It questioned the press conference's timing, Chief Okoro's sudden philanthropy, and included anonymous quotes suggesting the Okoro Foundation was more about reputation laundering than genuine charity. She's going to destroy you, Zainab whispered. My father doesn't tolerate threats. As if summoned, Chief Okoro emerged onto the balcony. Inside, both of you. Now, his face was stone. In his office, he threw the article onto his desk. Which of you spoke to her? Neither, Zainab started. Don't insult me. Someone fed her details about the contract, the timeline, Amara's fire history. His eyes fixed on Amara. Was it your street friends? Did they sell information? No one knows the details except us. Clearly someone does. He pulled out his phone. Amara, I need you to make a statement. Refute her allegation. Say you're here voluntarily, that we're helping, not controlling you. But There's no but in contract law, child. His voice dropped dangerously low. Unless you'd prefer I revisit the fire investigation, I have connections in the police department. One call, and that case reopens with a very specific suspect in mind. The threat landed like a fist. Zainab lurched from her wheelchair, steadying herself against the desk. Daddy, you can't. I can do whatever necessary to protect this family. He softened slightly. But I won't need to if Amara simply tells the truth. That she's happy here. That we're giving her opportunities. That Ada Nwosu is trafficking in conspiracy theories. Amara's vision blurred. The walls closed in. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. A text from Ada Nwosu's number. Don't make the statement. I have proof about the fire. The accelerant was planted by someone else to cover a landlord's insurance fraud. Your brother died a hero trying to wake everyone. Meet me midnight at the service entrance. I'll give you the evidence that clears your name, but only if you tell me what Chief Okoro is really planning. Chief Okoro watched Amara's face change as she read. His smile was thin. Whatever she's offering, I can offer more. Choose wisely. Amara's fingers trembled over her phone. Chief Okoro watched like a hawk studying prey, and Zainab's face pleaded silent warnings. Well, Chief Okoro prompted. What did the journalist send? Spam. Amara pocketed the phone. Marketing message. He didn't believe her. She saw it in the tightening around his eyes, but he nodded slowly. Then you'll make the statement tomorrow morning. Video format, to be posted across all our platforms. Mrs. Adeyemi will prepare the script. A script? The word tasted bitter. Talking points. Nkiru corrected smoothly. To keep you on message, you're young, untrained in media relations. We're protecting you from saying something you'd regret. Protecting me or protecting yourselves? The temperature in the room dropped. Chief Okoro stood, his full height and power radiating. This conversation is over. Go to your room, Amara. Zainab needs rest. Dismissed like a child. In her bedroom, Amara stared at Ada's message until the words blurred. Evidence that cleared her name. Proof. Chidi died a hero, not because of her negligence. The truth she'd been drowning in guilt over for 7 months. But the cost. Betraying the Okoro's plans to a journalist actively working to expose them. She pulled out her drawing stick, sketching frantically in her notebook. The stick figures multiplied, some trapped, some free, some burning. Her hand moved without conscious thought, processing trauma through art. At 11:45 p.m., she crept from her room. The penthouse was silent, but not empty. Security cameras tracked every hallway. She'd noticed them day one. Mrs. Adeyemi had mentioned the control room was staffed 24/7. But Zainab had also mentioned something else. The old servants' stairwell, barely used since Chief Okoro renovated, with blind spots in camera coverage. Amara found it behind a panel in the kitchen. The stairs descended into darkness, the air cooler with each step. Her red scarf brushed against the walls. The service entrance sat between garbage storage and delivery loading. Ada Nwosu waited in shadow, wearing dark clothes and carrying a weathered satchel. You came. Ada's voice held approval. Smart girl. Show me the evidence first. Not how this works. Ada pulled out a digital recorder. You answer my questions. I give you the file. That's the trade. Amara's stomach twisted. What questions? Chief Okoro adopted you publicly as an act of charity. But his foundation's financials show irregularities. Money moving through offshore accounts, donations from questionable sources, government contracts awarded suspiciously after charitable announcements. Ada's eyes were sharp. You're not just a feel-good story. You're a PR shield for money laundering. What has he told you about the foundation's real purpose? Nothing. I'm just supposed to sing. At a benefit concert, where tickets cost 50,000 naira minimum, with all proceeds allegedly going to homeless youth. Ada leaned closer. Amara, those proceeds are going somewhere else. I need you to find out where. Access his office, check his computer, photograph documents. You want me to spy? I want you to expose corruption. Ada's voice intensified. Chief Okoro isn't a philanthropist. He's a criminal using charity as camouflage. Your miracle story is his latest shield. Even if that's true, how does that help me? He'll destroy me if I betray him. Ada pulled out a tablet, her leverage clear. This is the fire investigator's complete report. The accelerant was placed by your landlord to collect insurance money after safety violations would have bankrupted him. Your brother Chidi woke up early, smelled gas, and tried warning everyone. He saved 3 people before the explosion. She paused. You were found unconscious in the stairwell because you tried to go back for him. The smoke inhalation erased your memory. You're not a killer, Amara. You're a survivor of someone else's crime. Tears blurred Amara's vision. Chidi, brave at 7 years old, she'd carried guilt like stones for months, believing she'd somehow caused it all. But here's the problem, Ada continued. This report was buried. Officially, the fire is still listed as cause unknown. Your landlord paid someone to make it disappear. That someone was connected to Chief Okoro's network. The night tilted. Chief Okoro knew the truth all along, Amara whispered. Not just knew. He's using it. The vague suggestions about your involvement. That's control. He keeps you scared and grateful, never realizing he's the reason the investigation stayed murky. Ada offered the tablet. I'm giving you this, regardless of whether you help me. You deserve the truth. But if you want justice, real justice, you'll help me expose him. Footsteps echoed in the stairwell above. Ada cursed, pressing the tablet into Amara's hands. Read everything, then decide. Contact me through this number only. It's encrypted. She pressed a card into Amara's other palm. Don't trust anyone in that house. She vanished into the night as the footsteps grew louder. Security guards emerged, flashlights cutting through darkness. Miss Amara! The lead guard's voice held no surprise, only grim acknowledgement. Chief Okoro would like to see you, now. They escorted her back through the main entrance. No hiding, no excuses. The tablet felt like a bomb in her hands. Chief Okoro waited in his office, dressed despite the late hour. He'd been expecting this. Sit. Amara remained standing, gripping the tablet behind her back. The journalist gave you something, not a question. And you're wondering whether to believe her or me. She gave me the truth about the fire. Her version of truth. Chief Okoro poured whiskey, the golden liquid catching lamplight. Another receipt of wealth and power. Let me offer mine. He slid a folder across the desk. Different from before. This one contained bank statements, wire transfers, and legal documents with Ada Nwosu's name. Ada Nwosu has been paid by my competitors to fabricate stories. The money trail is clear. She's not an objective journalist. She's a hired assassin using words as weapons. He sipped his drink. The fire report she gave you. Partially true, but she left out one detail. He pulled out another document. An insurance claim form with a signature highlighted. Amara's grandmother's signature.